Welcome to the world of freedom. Today, let's explore the power of words, navigating emotional intelligence in communication. Sometimes, we don't notice what we say and how words can change the attitude of others towards us. The fact is that I set myself up for a specific model of behavior that can play a cruel joke on him, comparing himself with others in his favor. A person strives to assert himself artificially at the expense of others. This desire is always to create potential, even if it is just a shadow of arrogance that is not expressed, and the action of equilibrium forces, in this case, will always manifest itself. Everything you say can be interpreted in four ways: positive, negative, neutral, and unclear. Intelligent, emotionally mature people speak consciously and clearly and choose the right words to minimize adverse reactions. Nevertheless, each of us has ever said something that we regret. Our terms can hurt another person, whether we want it or not. Emotional intelligence is a person's ability to recognize, control, and express their emotions and treat others with an open mind and empathy. A person's level of intelligence can be determined based on how others perceive what he says. Moreover, this type of intelligence, and not IQ, plays an essential role in what a person decides to say and why not say. Emotional intelligence is directly related to social awareness, a person's ability to understand the emotions of others, in other words, our ability or inability to show empathy so as not to suffer from unpleasant thoughts and feelings after you say something without thinking. You need to understand what you should never say out loud in public. These are the 10 phrases that an emotionally mature person will never say alone. First one. It's not fair. Life itself is unfair, and adults understand this. What happened may be monstrously unfair, but talking about it will not help you solve the problem, no matter how difficult it may be. Focus all your attention and efforts on finding a solution. You will immediately feel better, maintain your dignity, and perhaps even solve the problem itself. Second one. You look tired. You look tired. Remember, we have no idea what is going on in a person's life, and phrases like this make it clear that everyone around us knows about his problems. Instead, try adding a little empathy to your words. For example, asking you if you are okay will show the person that he is you. Third one. For a man your age, you. And similar phrases. Really cares about him and you care about him. For a man your age, you, and similar phrases. This includes phrases like you look good for your age, or how for a woman you have achieved a lot. Unfortunately, discrimination based on age and gender still persists in our time. Most likely, hearing such a phrase from you, your interlocutor will sense a note of bias in it and will be offended. There is no need to add any comparisons. Just compliment the person. Fourth one. Like I said. As I said, we sometimes forget something we or others have said. This phrase implies that you feel insulted because you have to repeat something again, and also because you put yourself above your interlocutor. It is not very pleasant to repeat the same thing over and over again to the same person. Do not show your irritation, try to express yourself more clearly. Fifth one. You never. Or you always. You never or you always. Very often such phrases are not pronounced sincerely and too harshly. In this way, a person is trying to convince his interlocutor out of anger or disrespect, trying to justify the actions of his interlocutor, and sticking to specifics. For example, I noticed that you continue. Can I help you with something? Sixth one. Good luck. Good luck at first glance. There is nothing wrong with this phrase. However, looking deeper, you can understand that luck implies that success will not depend on a person's lucky chance. Do people use their abilities to win the lottery? No, it's just luck. Most people use this phrase with good intentions, but this does not prevent others from interpreting it entirely differently. Instead of wishing good luck, support the person with words like, "I know you can do this," or "you will succeed." The way you will strengthen his self-confidence much more than just wishing him good luck. Seventh one. I don't care. I don't care when your interlocutor tries to find out your opinion. He expects from you a constructive answer or, in extreme cases, at least some answer. By answering that you don't care, you make it clear to your interlocutor that you do not consider his question essential and do not want to waste your time on him. Instead, try to understand your interlocutor. If you are busy, set a time when you can communicate normally and listen to each other. Eighth one. With all due respect. Does what you are going to say after this phrase reflect the degree of your respect for the interlocutor? If, before continuing, the main thing is not to forget that your words, body language, and intonation will give you away and show whether you show respect. On the other hand, the unconscious use of this phrase for entering into a conversation or discussion will have nothing to do with your respect, so try to refrain from it next time. Ninth one. I told you so. This phrase, "I told you so," is saturated with disrespect and superiority. It also sounds childish and not like an adult. No adult, self-respecting person would ever say this. Each of us, at least once in our lives, warned others about the possible consequences of their actions, and in some cases, you may have been right. When communicating with a person who made a mistake and made the wrong choice, try to avoid phrases that may sound contemptuous. It may well be that this person needs help that you are not able to offer him. Consider all possible options and think before what's something to say. Last one. I give up. I give up. This phrase. At first glance, it may seem harmless, but by saying you agree that you cannot cope with anything, there may be problems with your boss or colleagues, a difficult task, a project, and much more. The main thing is not to forget that you are much more robust, smarter, and more capable than you think. There is absolutely nothing that you cannot handle. I will succeed. These are the only words you need to say in a difficult situation. Don't lose faith in yourself. Thank you for watching our video. If you found today's insights valuable don't forget to show your support by hitting the like button. For more empowering content and to stay connected with our journey, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell.